Hey, what's going on, everyone? Vega here for SerpentX Tech. Welcome back to another episode of Caffeine Crypto, where I welcome you to join me with your favorite caffeinated beverage choice: coffee, energy drink, tea, whatever you got. If you don't like some caffeine, grab some water as we go over this week's crypto news, which is primarily congratulations. Bitcoin hit a new all-time high. Pretty much most of you should be ahead unless you bought at the most recent all-time high. Then you're a little bit down today, but congratulations for hodling through, sticking to your guns, yeah, your convictions, all that good stuff, because you're up. Good job. Dollar cost average for the win. Right now, Bitcoin is down to $76,417, only down about 0.07. But it is down significantly from the all-time high. We got a few in the deep greens here. You got NTN up around 20%. Ton up around 6.36. Nowhere near the $7 ton that we had before. So I'm down on that position, but it's all good. Radium, I think, is up. Caspa is up. Again, nowhere near what it was before, like 13 cents, 16 cents. Aave, Graph, so on and so forth. So altcoins are going to start, in my opinion, rallying here soon, shortly. But you know, what I notice is while Bitcoin was marching, the altcoins haven't really been seeing the love to a degree. I believe a lot of people are shifting their altcoins into Bitcoin, and that's understandable. That's a good play, considering. But I'm hoping altcoins start to rally and we start to see a new all-time high for Ton, for Caspa, for Lithium, for Aave, for Chainlink, right? Because a lot of those tokens during the last bull run, right, where we did make an all-time high prior to the halving, the altcoins didn't climb up along with it. So we'll just have to see. Looking at the TA, you can see here, leading up to the USA election, we were having a dip, right? We were having a significant pullback. This is on a daily chart. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days of red, right? Coming all the way from Wednesday to Monday. But then on the election day, I would say election night, we all saw it, at least most of us here in the United States saw it. It started to really pump as the electoral votes came in, and the winner of the presidential race was imperative, or basically like everybody knew at that point in time who the president of the United States was. And that's DJT, Donald J. Trump. So on that news, markets, especially, you could look at the volume. Look how much volume. Dude, look how much volume. Dude, just based on that. Because it gave kind of a little bit more certainty for the crypto market that, hey, you know what? We're going to be okay. We got presidential people in the office, or that's going to be in the office, that are going to be pro-crypto and protect, according to their language, protect consumers, but also allow it to thrive here in the States. That is the indication. Now, I do have a list of all the promises made, and I'm going to track it. I'm just going to focus on the crypto ones, but I'm going to track it. When they make that promise and they complete that challenge, I will obviously post it on my Twitter and social medias. But if they don't, then I will also post that on my social medias or wherever I can, because I want to see them come through. I want to see them come through for the crypto world as they promised to do at Bitcoin Nashville and so many others. But a lot of good news to go over. Let's go ahead and just get started. Good morning to everybody that swung through. Chris Hanley, R252, Yeti, good morning. Jay Bohannon, the Pirate. Appreciate you guys stopping by. Is everybody off today? I know we got the Dynex Poker Tournament coming, and I am ready to go. Signed up, registered, and that's going to be at 3 p.m. my time, so later today. Right now it's 11 a.m. my time, but 3 p.m. my time, a little bit after, we're going to have the Dynex Poker Tournament. If you guys want to check that out, let me go ahead and pull that out real quick. You make sure you guys register and let me know if you're still waiting to get in, because you got to get approved. But here is the Twitter post. The documents are there. Make sure you're signed up. If you knock one of the people out, you get some Dynex, and then you can win even more Dynex by coming first, second, third, so on and so forth. So make sure you're in there. But I feel like Crypto McKell didn't go live. Rabbit Mining, I think, is still going live, but Red Panda wasn't. I'm not sure. So you let me know what's going on. But again, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everyone. Backwards Miner, son of Rabbit, BITCH, son of Rabbit Panda, Gene, hope you're all doing well. Thank you all for stopping by. Rudd, hope you're doing good. You ready for it? All right, sweet. Good deal. Also from Dan Ruggs. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Rudd, so I have to read through it. But I'm just going to get through the news articles. Make sure you like the video and share it out to your family and friends. Bitcoin hits another milestone, stopping. Oh my God, I can't talk today. Bitcoin hits another milestone, topping 77K for the first time. Funding rates suggest crypto rally can keep going. All right, so obviously on the victory, the election victory from Donald J. Trump, Bitcoin surpassed Friday 77K. All right, we hit a new all-time high. The new all-time high, I think it's 77.2, 77, almost 2, basically. And yeah, there it is right there, 77.1. So excuse me, during the U.S. trading hours, according to CoinDesk, Bitcoin Index, or XBX, though it has eked out a 0.2 gain over the past 24 hours, the broad market Coinbase index, right, outperformed, with native tokens such as Cardano and Polygon surging 15%. Ooh, I didn't notice that. I gotta go look at that. Ethereum advanced 3%, just shy of 3K, its strongest price in more than 3 months as decentralized finance sectors gain steam. DeFi stands to gain the most from the more accommodating digital asset regulations in the U.S., and they do, right? Because there's a lot of concern about the DeFi space, some of the tokens on there, how they're going to be regulated, so on and so forth. And again, the promise that DJT made was to fire Gary Gensler, and that guy definitely has caused the crypto market to kind of regress, so to speak. A look at the traditional markets like the S&P 500 cross over the 6,000 mark for the first time ever amid upbeat equities markets following Trump's decisive win. While crypto assets booked double-digit gains during the week, with BTC sitting at record highs, funding rates for perpetuals swaps on crypto exchanges are much closer to neutral levels than the market top in early March, CoinGlass shows. Funding rate refers to the amount of long traders pays shorts to take to the opposite side of the trade. When funding rates are negative, shorts pay the fees to longs, as this relationship often occurs during bearish periods. Zero signs of market froth in the funding rate, says Sean Farrell. The muted frothiness suggests that crypto prices have much more room to advance higher, with one market participant seeing Bitcoin getting as high as 125K. Now, we talked about this on the channel before. I'm predicting, or speculating, excuse me, like a 120 to 135K type token, maybe Q1, Q2 2025. We probably could get there sooner, obviously, with this rambunctious amount of energy that's going into the crypto market. Somebody says here, we're in the 7th inning of the bull market, or at the beginning of the final third of the rally, says Ari Paul, co-founder and CIO digital asset investment firm Block Tower. He said recent buyers appear to be positioned for the 6 to 12 month rally, driven mostly by institutional investors rather than retail, suggesting more gradual climb to his targets. Retail interest will increase along with leverage as the rally progresses. So basically, this rally, I think the election rally is institutional and retail, in my opinion. But maybe this bull market can start off with institutional. Retail gets more comfortable, right? They start to FOMO, and then they get into it, and then that helps us get into that 100K range plus. So we'll see how things go. But it's positive news for the crypto market. Bitcoin eyes 77K as investor confidence spikes post-U.S. election. That's all it took, right, is to have somebody pro-crypto in the presidential office. And it's not just DJT, but obviously the people that he has around him that are also pro-crypto. A lot of Republicans are pro-crypto. There's some Democrats that are pro-crypto, and I hope that both sides of the aisles can work to understand this technology and the benefits of this technology and make good regulations, amendments, policies in general that will stimulate the growth here in the United States. Bring it back to the United States. Like Bittrex left, a lot of companies left because of Gary Gensler and all the problems that they face. So if it's a much safer haven, they will certainly consider coming back to the U.S. But I'm pretty sure they're going to want some guarantees. What I mean by that is, yeah, it might be safe while DJT's in office, but what happens when the next president takes over? You know, would the term or would the policies only align for the next 4 years, and then after that, it's the Wild West again, and so CFTC, SEC, whatever federal agency you want, is going to go back after these companies that move back to the U.S. thinking it would be safe. We want something a little bit more long-term because it takes time, especially if you're a crypto business or a blockchain technology business, to really get things going. The first 3 years are going to be probably operating at a negative before you start turning a profit for your investors or private holders. So hopefully, again, policies are in place that will stimulate the growth, and we'll see how the industry pivots, and some of those players that left us can come back to the U.S. And we want to be international, right? It doesn't, just because the headquarters in the U.S. doesn't mean we don't want to grow in France, in the EU, in Asia, in the Middle East. Like, we want the crypto, Bitcoin doesn't care about president, party, politics, or otherwise, right? It doesn't even care what your favorite football team is. Bitcoin is a great way to interact and pay one another for goods, services, trade, whatever it might be. And so it should be an international thing, but the U.S. should be smart and start leading the direction so that way other countries can follow suit. Other countries are already getting ahead to a certain degree, depending on the regulation of crypto assets. The U.S. is falling behind because we couldn't come to a cohesive understanding to produce these policies in such a way that would, stimulate the growth that I'm talking about. So this is good. I want to make sure that we're moving in the right track and that these words turn into paper policies and procedure. We've got a quote here: unprecedented net flows of 1.38 billion into Bitcoin spot ETFs yesterday. That's a lot of money, right? That's a lot of inflows into the spot ETFs, spot Bitcoin ETFs. Coupled with the optimism from Trump's victory and a widely anticipated 25 basis point cut, right? So we still have that coming up, have propelled Bitcoin to 77K. Matter of fact, when is the next Fed meeting? Next Fed FOMC meeting. I forgot already. November 6th, 7th. It already took place, right? Did we cut? Hang on. Did we cut? Somebody tell me. Cut rates November 2024. Fed lowers interest rates by 0.25. Okay, so we did do another 0.25. I knew it wasn't going to be 0.5 like last time. It was 0.25. So when's the next one? Next FOMC meeting 2024. No, after that. When's the next one? December 17th and 18th. All right, cool. So right around the time of the holiday. Perfect. That's going to be good news, because remember what I say, right? If we looked at the monthly calendars of months that are bullish and bearish, October definitely lived up to the name. But then usually we have, like a red August, a red June, something like that. And what we see is November, December, the holiday months, we have a nice uptick, right? But I think some people start taking profits as well during the holiday seasons to pay for their family vacations, to pay for these expensive gifts that they're getting for family members and friends. And it's okay to take profits. That's another thing too, real quick. I just want to say this. It's okay to take profits. I know you're always thinking, but what if I take profits now and then this goes up to this amount and that amount? It's okay. It's okay. If you keep doing that, you're just going to miss the opportunity to take profits. Just take some profits, be happy. You hodled, you made it through it. Pat yourself on the back. DCA if you want to get some more of the asset that you just sold, and you will be fine. Keep your conviction strong. But, like, I'm in a position right now where I moved some ETH over from the staking platform because it takes time to unstake, and I'm about to sell it, but I'm going to wait to see if we could crest that 3K, 4K, whatever it might be, and then sell it to help pay bills, because I need help with bills, to be honest. So it's okay to take profits. Do whatever, take care of your business first. But the continued inflows is a good thing. 1.38 billion is what we saw. Definitely crazy as all get out. But Bitcoin to overtake other risk assets on China tariff fears, right? Because he's gonna tariff the shit out of China. Excuse my language, Google or YouTube. But as markets considers Trump proposal 60% tariff on China and fiscal concerns, like the rising national debt, we expect BTC to carry less risk premium compared to equities, potentially positioning it to outperform other risk on assets. So either way, it's good for Bitcoin. It might be bad for the consumer because we know that when the tariffs hit, it winds up getting rolled into the consumer, and then we pay more for the same goods and services. So we'll see how that turns out. I don't think the trade war was as positive as we wanted it to be, but we'll see if maybe there's a different trajectory the DJT team take to try to make it a little bit easier on the consumer. Because I tell you right now, the consumer, the end user, the blue collar worker, the 9-to-5 person could use the help. Right about now. So we'll see what the offices do to make it a little bit better. Record inflows for Bitcoin ETFs post-election. So they said 1.38 above up there on the screen, but now it says 1.37 here, net inflows. And yeah, I mean, that's a record high. If we look at this data here, most of that was IBIT, right? With 1.1 billion into inflows on November 7th. We had a little bit to 190 million to FBTC. We had 13 million to BitB, 17.6 to ARC, 4.3 to Burr, and GBTC actually saw 7.3, and then BTC Grayscale, another one, is 20 million. So overall, a lot of inflows. That's good. That's institutional money coming into the game, helping us out, so on and so forth. So Ethereum right now is over 3K. Let's go look at the Ethereum chart real quick, because I am just curious. Matter of fact, I think I have it over here. I should have it over here. That's ETH, Bitcoin. Look at that. Look at that. Hell yeah. All right, so again, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red daily candles on the day of election. Kaboom, 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 kaboom. But look at this volume. This volume right here for November 6th compared to this volume over here for September 20th, right? There's not a lot of volume. Maybe we just broke through a resistance and there wasn't anything to really slow us down, because not a lot of people were shorting because they knew the positive momentum would outweigh their short positions. But yeah, I would like to see this kind of volume come back to Ethereum on a more consistent basis. So, you know, multiple days of that same volume would be what I would like to see. But right now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 green daily candles. What I can expect and what I prepare for, this is just my speculation, not financial advice ever given on this channel, but you see how we're starting a red candle today? I suspect over the weekend we might go stagnant, maybe sideways, because institution investment doesn't usually happen over the weekend, so that's mostly retail or after hours. And then Monday maybe continue back up, you know, marching, so on and so forth. 80K, you know, that 80K is definitely possible. BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF surpasses gold fund after record inflow. And we talked about this in a previous Caffeine and Crypto, where the Bitcoin ETFs have been breaking records respective to the gold ETF. How long it took gold to actually get an ETF compared to Bitcoin actually getting one. Bitcoin has dramatically surpassed gold for that point. And then we have another one. So again, the reason why it's called the digital gold, the name means it all, man. Like it's just killing it. It's just killing it. And this is good news for you, I, and the rest of the crypto market. Tom Lee says Bitcoin could hit 6 figures before the end of the year. I still have my predictions or speculation out towards Q1, Q2 2025. I would love to see. Oh, 22's in the chat. What's up, DJ Mines? Hope you're doing good, brother. Saw your video. I completely understand. Like, that's what I'm trying to teach the crypto market, man, or the community. Just, guys, it's okay to take profit. Stop being scared. It's all right, baby. It's all good. All right, so do you think we could hit 3 digits or over 100K? Let's see here. Poll coming out. Do you think we can hit 100K plus before end of the year, comma 2024? And I want to know from you right now. Yes, no, and I'll give you one option because you don't like to vote. There you go. Poll's coming out. Go ahead and do it. Tom Lee says Bitcoin could hit 6 figures before the end of the year. What do you think? Poll posted right now in this live stream. If you're watching this video at the end and you're not watching the live stream, just check the live chat out, right? Dynex Poker Tournament's posted on there. But make sure you hit that like button for us to show us some of that support and to get this kind of propagated through the YouTube world. That'd be greatly appreciated. Moving on, Bitcoin on track to hit 100K. Got another article here. I'm not paying for the premium. They can suck a dick. Bitcoin's on track to hit 100K after Trump's election victory, analysts say. Oh, and I got a personal automotive update towards the end of the stream. If you guys want to hang through, that would be greatly appreciated. Got personal update for the channel, but personal update on me, my family, and automotive-wise. Bitcoin's on track to hit 100K after Trump's election victory, analysts say. Obviously, there's different analysts that are saying the same thing. So we got Tom Lee and this. Multiple people calling for 100K soon, right? But is it going to happen before the end of 2024? That's what I want to hear from you down in the live chat section. Trump wins, drives Bitcoin to 76K. Plan B sets a 500K target. Right? We've already talked about Bitcoin surging, but Plan B stock to flow model now projects a 500K price target for the asset within the next 4-year cycle. Bitcoin to hit 500K in the next 4 years. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. I don't know why I'm talking like Crypto Wendy O with my hands, but I don't know. She's oh man, she's vicious with the hands, dude. I am not gonna mess with that. Nope, y'all can have that. I don't want them hands. Anyways, let's say right now we bought Bitcoin. We spent 100K into Bitcoin, and it's just speculation, right? We bought 100K of Bitcoin. That's 1.31 BTC, right? So we spent 100K today, and we hit, let's say, I'm going to just go conservative, 424,000 times that 1.31 Bitcoin. You just turned 100K to 555K in 4 years. And this is just speculation, right? People are pricing or expecting that to happen. But I'm going to be conservative and say maybe more like the 250, 300 range in the next 4 years. That is mostly in the realm of possible. More around the 200K. But still, a 5X, if you bought Bitcoin today, even with it this close to the all-time high, and Bitcoin to hit 424,000, yikes, bro. Now, let's go with the conservative estimate. Let's do 1.31 times, let's say it just hits 200,000. All right. You still 2x'd 262,000 for a 100K investment. I mean, we could go smaller than that, right? Let's just say we only put $1,000 into Bitcoin right now, right? Times 200K. You did your $2,000. Well, I don't even know why I freaking did that. That should have been like, just take off a couple zeros. Come on, Chris. Math, baby, math. You know, 1,000 turned into 2,600. Not bad. And then a 1,000 times 424. So $1,000 turns into 5,512. Decent. But you know, DJ Mines. I already talked to I already mentioned this in my public post to DJ Mines. The risk tolerance of an individual to do what they did, right? To get a loan for 10K with the expectation that with the Bitcoin price and the correlation and the current price target that you would be able to repay that loan because you're going to 2x, 3x, or whatever your position was, so you can repay that loan and make a profit. The risk tolerance you must have to have in order to do that. And I would hope you'd be smart enough to have some money. And I'm not saying this is not about DJ Mines. I'm just saying, like, if somebody like a regular user that is watching this right now to take this on, what DJ Mines did, I would hope that you have some reserves that if you did need to repay that loan in the meantime while you're waiting to recoup that investment or to make the price target that you need to take profits and pay off your loan, that you have the funds on standby that you can continue to make your payments and stuff like that, right? That you're not taking, betting, you refinancing your house, taking equity out, that you're not selling your boat, you're selling your kidney, and then you're doing those kinds of bets like that. That's dangerous. So as long as you understand the risk and the chance that it could not pan out, and you do something like that and it pans out, then I'm happy for you. But just understand, like, this is not something that everybody should do. We shouldn't all go out and take out big loans. And it wasn't a big loan considering our bracket, our age, the maturity of us, right? You know, my boy Sirs, like we have some stability in our lives, right? So it's okay for us to take a $10,000 loan. If I took $200,000 loan and I do not have the backing of that or the funds to back that up, betting on Bitcoin to hit a certain price target by a certain time so I can pay the loan and take profits, I'm risking a lot, right? I'm risking my house. I'm risking my relationship. I'm risking a lot. So just understand the risk tolerance and understand what the risks are before you undertake something like that. But I'm happy it panned out. Super stoked. It was an excellent call, in my opinion. It was an excellent call. I just know that not every user in the world can do that. So just take it, understand it, and be mindful of that. That's it. Stock to flow model, price target, stock to flow model with which basically looks at Bitcoin's value based on a limited supply and schedule halving, suggesting a substantial price growth after each halving event. While the analyst anticipates BTC price reaching 500K this cycle, he notes wide variance between 250K to 1 million. So that's why I did the conservative 200K. I didn't even read this. That to me, I could see 4 years. You know, if we hit 100K by Q2 2025, I could definitely see us hitting 200K plus by 4 years from now. But yeah, the stock to flow, here's the model right here. You can see how it's going. Looks like we're on track, baby. New bull cycle incoming. Just hang in there, man. Just dollar cost average. If you don't have big funds, and what I mean by big funds, because I'm in a different, like, I think with my wallet, spending $20 to me is a lot. And I know that's not a lot to a lot of people. You know, to some other people, spending 10 grand is not a lot. Some other people spending 100K is not a lot because they're a billionaire, right? To me, $20, depending on what it is, right? If it's food, it's not a lot. If it's certain things like spending $20 on a little toy, I'm not going to do that, right? To me, spending $70, $80 on a game pisses me off. So I'm not going to go deep with the funds I got. But if I dollar cost average 20 here, 10 here, 5 here, 20 here, 10 here, 5 here, I would accumulate enough Bitcoin over time that, you know, when it does hit that 200K range, you know, I'll be up significantly, just because it's kind of like a 401k, except this 401k, you can take profits whenever the hell you want. Like, that's the one thing I told my mom is, like, if you go and you put this in a CD, right? Yeah, you might get 1.35% over 6 months or 12 months. But then if you put this same money into Bitcoin and it just did what it did, and this is where I was speculating. I was like, if DJT wins, this is what's going to happen, blah, 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 blah. Like, I think she would have gotten like a 15 to 17% increase on her original deposit. So again, it's like a 401k, but you can always withdraw it. I love it. I love it. Especially because while we're not at this super early stage like we were in 2013, I still think there's plenty of time for the world to get involved in Bitcoin. Pure speculation on my point. And sorry for pissing off the 2 viewers that I pissed off somehow. I don't know. I'm sorry I lost you. But I hope you come back. Anyways. What is Spoof City? I'm not gonna even read that. I don't even give a shit about that. Anyways, Trump win gives altcoin ETFs a fighting chance. So this is talking about like the Solana ETFs, the XRP ETFs, Litecoin ETFs were submitted to the SEC. Gary Gensler proposably getting fired, according to DJT and his statements. Whether or not that happens, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. But this could bring additional financial institutions, right, to pump these other coins. Solana, XRP, Litecoin. I definitely think Solana would probably be the next one, but XRP is already making better headway than Solana. Litecoin, I'm not sure if they will do that, but I mean, Litecoin right now could use a nice little price pump, So we'll see how things go. Coinbase brings wrapped Bitcoin to Solana, and we're going to get ready to end the poll here, so make sure you vote. Do you think Bitcoin will hit over 100K before the end of the year? Let me know. And hang tight. We're at the halfway marks. Save your questions, comments, or concerns. Oh, did I make a list of Dan Rugg's promises? No, I did not. Chris Hanley, I'll get right to you in just a moment. Hang tight. So Coinbase brings wrapped Bitcoin to Solana. Crypto exchange Coinbase said Thursday its wrapped Bitcoin product, CBTC, has launched on Solana following its debut September as it seeks to broaden its use outside the Ethereum ecosystem. Representing the first token issued by the San Francisco exchange on Solana, Coinbase said the CBBTC will take the form of so-called SPL token, according to the Solana documentation. See, it's not token 2022 though. Trips, Chris, Pellish, everybody is watching. See, they didn't do the token 2022 standard. So why are people saying we should have done a token 2022 standard? Like the SPL token is the normal standard. SPL tokens can be used to represent both fungible and non-fungible assets. Yeah, we know about that, blah, blah, blah. Coinbase is expected. So Coinbase Bitcoin on Solana is expected to be used for decentralized finance backed with one-to-one with Bitcoin. The token effectively allows crypto users to tap Bitcoin on other networks. As Solana DeFi ecosystem competes for crypto users, Coinbase product is cementing the presence of one of the industry's most popular exchanges on the Ethereum competitor. Given the product's swift rise on Ethereum, I'm about to sneeze. Hang on. Ooh, sorry guys. Ugh. Given the product's swift rise on Ethereum and Coinbase Layer 2 scaling solution base, the wrap product could find similar success as a means of using Bitcoin and Solana. It says introduce blah 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 blah. Like basically CBTCs on Solana. Fucking congratulations. What is the point of this? Drift said blah blah blah. Start using Coinbase CBTC as collateral to trade on Drift. Okay, so using the CBBTC token to for collateral trades. Okay, cool. I don't know. Are you interested in that? I really could care less. Are you using CBBTC on Solana? I'm not. Detroit to become the largest city in the U.S. to accept cryptocurrency for taxes. I think you're going to see more of this in other states and other cities as people pay their taxes in crypto. Detroit is building a technology-friendly environment that empowers residents and entrepreneurs. They're excited to be one of the first major U.S. cities to explore blockchain civic applications and allow residents to use their crypto as payment option. The Treasurer's Office is committed to modernizing our payment channels and processes to enhance the customer experience and improve internal operation efficiently. This new payment platform will increase the accessibility for Detroiters who would like to use cryptocurrency. More importantly, the platform upgrade will also make it easier for Detroiters to make electronic payments, including those who may be unbanked. According to the city, other municipalities that accept cryptocurrency for payment include Williston, North Dakota, which allows residents to pay utility bills with cryptocurrency, and Miami Lakes, Florida, where residents can pay for their city services like licenses and permits. As of November 2024, 3 states accept accept cryptocurrency for state payment: Colorado, Louisiana, and Utah. In September 2022, Colorado became the first state to allow its residents to pay state taxes using cryptocurrency. Well, I wish I could do that because my tax bill just came in, and golly, that sucker's hit. That sucker's hitting, boy. It's up like $300 from last year, man. That's what I'm talking about. Like DJT, man. Help out the low class folk. The low to middle class, please. We need it. Ethereum's record. Ethereum recorded its largest 3-day return on 2024 with a 21% spike after DJT won, or was announced the presidential winner of the election. The rally also took the altcoin above its overhead resistance of 28,000. We were waiting on that, honestly. Like, I saw that resistance right when we were getting like 27K and we couldn't get past 28K. So we broke through that resistance. Now it's support, but it did break a trend, a 96-day trend where it just couldn't get past a certain hump. Now it's there. Ethereum reflects bullish setup for 2023. So they're basically saying this flag right here is set up like it was in 2023. In 2023, the Ethereum witnessed a downtrend between Q2 and Q4, followed by accumulation range, green box in the chart, and Q3 and the beginning of Q4. Once ETH broke out from the accumulation range, it also registered a break above its descending resistance trend line to exhibit a trend reversal. The final bullish confirmation was completed after the altcoin exhibited the collective daily close above the 50-day, 100-day, and 200-day EMA. Following these confluences, Ethereum rallied 129% by the end of Q1 2024, reaching a yearly high of 41K. All right, so let's do the 129% on Ethereum and see. And that's at the end of Q1 2025 is what we're looking for, okay? So let's zoom out here. And we're looking for Q1 2025. So January, February, March. So the end of March. So let's go about halfway here. 129%. I can't do it. I need more room. And then go about halfway. 129%. I still can't get all the way up there. Hang on. Bring this down. $120, let's do 25%. End of April. All right. That would put Ethereum at right below 6,000. That would put Ethereum right below $6,000. Not bad. Not bad. Again, I know a lot of the crypto miners that watch my channel unfortunately got out of Ethereum, which is understandable. I respect it. I understand it. I have like ass pennies of the Ethereum that I mined throughout the years. But that would be really cool if Ethereum did do that. But yeah, Ethereum set up, and look, yeah. So basically we just did that and they set it right here, so I didn't have to do it. 6K to 6,500. I have it right below 6,000. I have it right below $6,000. But I definitely think that's possible between now and the end of Q1 2024, which is what? We're in the beginning of November, so November, December, January, February, March. So 5-month period, maybe 6-month period, and then it does this whole chippy chop sideways thing again. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. And then obviously we got some ETF inflows once again. Which one had the most? So it looks like FETC, Fidelity's ETH ETF got the most at 28.9 million, with ETHA, which is BlackRock's, got 23 million, and then Van Eck got 12 million, and then Grayscale got 5.5 million. So we got record inflows on ETH as well during or after the election was finalized of the next presidential candidate or the next president of the United States. Crazy, crazy. So, all right. So maybe we'll get a 32K ETH here shortly. We're right now just above 30. And I think that's a major resistance. That's why we're sitting right here. We went above it, and then we fell below it. And if I move out of your way, you can see that's right at that 3K resistance. So we'll see if we can push out of it, turn it into support. Otherwise, if we fell back down, again, that 28K will be our support. And you can see the EMA ribbons are coming up, right? They're curling up. And that would turn support. It's actually outside the Bollinger Bands too. So maybe that will give us some support at the 29K range, 29.5. So while there could be a little bit of pullback, I think ETH will have a nice trajectory over the next few months. We'll have to see how things go. Moving on, I wanted to just warn you about this. This is going to be thoughts, my speculation, just personal updates. I hope you don't leave. Matter of fact, is Red Panda going to be going live here in a second? I just want to see something because I didn't see Crypto Mikhail and I didn't see something for Red Panda. But I'm going to get ready. I'm going to end the stream at 12. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, want to at me in the live chat, please do so. So on and so forth. But I got a lot of this when when everything was going crazy, the markets were pumping. I was getting a lot of this inside the ledger, a lot of synchronizing issues. I did at ledger, so I'm not sure. And of course, you got some scammers probably trying to mess us up. Like, look at this. You're not part of ledger, dude. Stop lying. So just be mindful of this. If you are using ledger, there's some syncing issues. Primarily, it was like Polygon and Tezos and Cardano. And maybe because Polygon, Cardano were pumping really hard, maybe there was some congestion. I'm not entirely sure. But just be mindful of that. Dynex Poker Tournament coming up in a few hours. As of right now, by the time I end the stream, which is at 12, you got an hour to 1, 2, 3. You're going to have 3 hours. I'm going to go do some work. And Max, ever so lovely, says, F Ethereum. And I completely understand. And I do not hate that. But yeah, check out the Dynex Poker Tournament coming up soon. Knock out one of us. Get some Dynex. Matter of fact, let's go to check out the document so you can see the bounties. Make a note of who the bounties are, because if you knock them out, you win some Dynex, right? I am unfortunately only worth 50 Dynex. But if you knock out Dan Ruggs, Yashnik, or Yeti, you get 300 Dynex. And then the winners will get cash prizes. Everything from 10th place up. All right. And then we got 11th place to 30th. So if you come in 30th, 50 Dynex. And I wonder if that might change because not a lot of you signed up. And we're trying to figure out why. We started getting some signups recently. I hope more of you do sign up right now because you could just win some Dynex. And it'll be fun to have you. I'm going to play as long as I can. But I suck at poker while my colleagues, like Max, is a shark. And some of my colleagues are sharks, so be careful. But it should be fun. Let's keep it clean. Let's keep it civil. Have a good time and play some poker. You're going to use the app called PokerStars to play it. It's really fun, really cool. And, you know, you can get free chips by just logging into your account and clicking the free chips button right here. Right now, I got 2 hours till I hit home games. Where else then? Home games. I forgot where it was. Oh my goodness, where did I find it? Nope. Oh snap. They changed it on me? Home games. Interesting. I gotta figure out where it went now. I'll worry about that in a minute. I don't want to bore you and lose viewers. But yeah, check out the Dynex Poker Tournament. It should tell us right here, the instructions. Yeah, home games tab in the bottom right side. Click the join club. I think they moved it, so these instructions aren't correct anymore, unfortunately. Challenges, don't care about that. Home game, scroll down. I'm scrolled all the way down. Did they just change it? That's all the way down. That's so crazy. I'll figure it out. We'll figure it out offline, guys. We'll figure it out offline. But follow the instructions. It says click the home games tab in the bottom right of the side menu, which is not even showing there anymore. So let's go zoom, cache. Yeah, it's very strange. Very strange indeed. Must deposit to play real games. Play responsibly. Okay. Click the join club button. Enter the club number, invitation code, community. Yeah, so they moved it. These pictures don't work anymore. Yashnik, we gotta fix that. We gotta fix that. They moved it on us. Heads up. Check out some of these channels. And yeah. Anyways. I'm losing subscribers or viewers by the second, every millisecond. And trips. Fuck the Subaru. Oh my god. Valve covers. I done one side of the valve covers last night with my son. Because he was like, we can do it. Fucking hate it. Fucking hate it. I hate it. Jacked up my thumb so bad, dude. It hurts so bad. And I did the spark plug gap. Dude, the spark plugs, bro. They had so much oil. The seals on the spark plug holes. They were done, dude. Like my son moved the valve cover gasket like this and it just brittle, so brittle. But replaced the spark plug seals, replaced the valve cover gasket. But because the frame of the car is like right there, right? Like you got this much space between the top of the valve cover and the fucking frame of the car that you like trying to power steering hoses in the way. You're just like, we got it though. We got it, man. We got it. I love Subarus, but I hate that. I hate it. And that was the easy side. Now we gotta do the side with the battery. And I'm not looking forward to it. But we did. I still don't know if we addressed the oil because Trips, I'll probably hit you up. One of my concerns is when we put the valve cover back on, the gasket was still good. It was still in its groove. Everything was good. But what I noticed is we had maybe 2 millimeters. Where I was pushing the valve cover on. I try to, wiggle it pretty good. I pushed the valve cover on. And it felt like there was still 2 millimeter gap. The bolts brought it flush. But I'm wondering if something's bad because you can't see. There's a subframe and you can't see up at the bottom section. So me and my son are going to jack up the car and just make sure, loosen up the bolts, make sure everything is good, and then kind of go from there. But new NGK Iridium spark plugs in this baby. One side valve cover gasket down and spark plug seals. Got to do the other side. Gonna do that. The radio just died. So when we unplug the battery, we're not going to be able to see what station we're on. And we're going to have to listen to it by ear and hope we're on the right station. So I got to do the battery. The left side, driver side, front wheel hub is going bad. So I need to replace that. It's like, Bob, slam it, man. Can I get a break, please? But no. Papa Serpent started his treatment this past week. We're just taking it day by day. Thank you for everybody who's been providing guidance and insight on the situation. Because we all have our family illnesses and problems and all kinds of stuff. So not trying to play the world's smallest violin. But I appreciate every single one of y'all for your insight. Now, it looks like Red Panda isn't going to go live, but I am not going to be able to stream all the way till Rabid Mining goes live. So, any questions, comments, concerns? Let's go ahead and end this poll. Hour 2 asks, SerpentX, can we get a link to your Discord channel? So, I usually don't leave my Discord open on purpose. It's behind a paywall. You got to become a member to join a Discord. But I'll go ahead and drop a link for a limited time and a limited amount of people that can enter. Because I like to keep it quiet. I don't like bots. I don't like scammers. I don't like fishers. And I just don't have the patience for it. So it will expire after 30 minutes, and there's only so many uses. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that and drop that in the live chat, one time only. Chris, you didn't have to do that, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Save your money. EJ 205 for the win. Yeah, I got what is the, oh my God, what is it? I got the 2.5i though. Like, it's just an NA 2.5. But either way, Subaru Motors. What is the engine code? Engine code. EJ253B. That's what I got. The EJ253B. This guy right here. So we removed the air box and the hoses, made room. We took off the protective cover over the injectors, disconnected the OBD2, or yeah, the not the OBD2, the O2 sensors connections. We depinned it, not depinned it, but disconnected it. Just made as much room as we possibly could there, and it was a pain. What's disappointing though is my son, who was like, we could do it, was just being through how with the, hey, no problem, R2. Thank you for the $10 donation. Much appreciated. No, thank you. When he took the valve, when I was trying to take the valve cover off, he was kind of being through how, which means rough, right, in Spanish. Basically, it translates to different things. But let's just say rough or a little bit harsh, right? He was just like trying to get that sucker out, like, boy, what are you doing? Stow, whoa. And some sand and grit fell on, so this is the top side of the motor now, right? This is where the valves sit, right? Above the cams. Little bits of sand got on the spark plug inside bore. Not the inside, but like the cylinder where the spark plugs are and stuff like that. And I was like, dude, we can't get dirt in the motor, man. I know the engines could take a level of dirt, right? Because some stuff does come in through the air filter. The air filter doesn't get everything, yada, yada, yada. And the oil gets coagulated in the oil, and the oil drains, blah, blah, blah. So when you change the oil, it would be okay. But, like, we can't get a lot, all right? We can't get a lot in there. Like, if that bits of dirt gets in the tiny orifices that the oil needs to come through to lubricate the top end of the motor, like, we're fucked. Like, slow down. Take it easy. We want to finesse the valve cover out. Because, like, there's only two ways, from what I read, there's only two ways to do it, right? Either you take the whole motor out and do it, or what you're going to do is you're going to loosen there's two motor mount bolts that go like this, right? In the center section of the EJ25. And you loosen them, but don't take them all the way off. You loosen them, and then you put a block of wood on the jack, and then get to the oil pan, and just ever so slightly kind of like teeter it enough so that way you got more room to get the valve cover off. Did that, and we got the valve cover off, but I was like, dude, we got to be careful. So the next side, take off the battery, which is going to really screw up the radio, and we're just going to have to figure out how to get because we can't see the radio numbers and station, all that stuff. I'm not going to buy a radio right now. I ain't got the money for it. But basically, we can't remove the fuse box, and that last spark plug port is like right by the fuse box. I might be able to come this way, right? Like away from it. But it's going to be such a pain. It's going to be such a pain. And such a pain. I hate it. So I love the Camry. Camry is boom. 4-cylinder, valve covers right there. Bam. In, out, spark plugs changed, coil packs, valve cover seals. Boom. Done. But no, with the Subaru, because it's sideways, you're right next to the frame rails of the car, and it's super, super, super tight. All right, so the poll has ended. 51% say yes, Bitcoin will hit 100K before the end of the year, 2024. 32% say no, and 16% say not sure. So we add the 32 and the 16 together. We're about 50-50, to be honest. We don't really know, but we hope for it, right? We hope for it. That's all we can say. I drive like I stole it. Maintenance and proper building tuning is key. If you disconnected a battery, your AFR learning trims going to be off. Just rev 3K for 30 seconds. So I noticed we didn't disconnect the battery, which you should do when you're changing out spark plugs and stuff like that, or working on the car like we did. We didn't disconnect the battery while we did that passenger side valve cover because I didn't want the radio to reset because we can't figure it out. But we're going to have to do it on the other side because once the battery's out, we got more room to work in that area, get the valve covers off, all that good stuff. So, but I'll send you a video how much oil was coming out of the spark plug hole. Like, that was not good. Not good. I did hit it with some degreaser to try to get the oil to drip down. It goes onto the subframe and then leaks down towards the bolts. But, yeah, I got some work to do. So, yeah. All right, thank you. So, $10 from R252. Chris Hanley gave me the $4.99. Appreciate you guys supporting the channel. Sherm. Everybody for stopping by. DJ, we had DJ and Max in here. That's a surprise. Automatic Beats. Yeti was in here earlier. Son of Rabbit Panda. Son of Rabbit. Also, Zapirate for once. Good to see you again. I know trading is not your thing, but I appreciate every single one of you just stopping by. I really do. Thank you so much. It makes the world better. So, yeah, man, that's it for today. I guess let's listen to this last little bit. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but let's go ahead and listen to this together. And you guys go ahead and get on out of here. Don't forget that today's episode was sponsored by Crypto Miner Bros. If you need yourself a miner, check out the link in the description and use coupon code SERPENTX on checkout to save yourself about $70 or, depending on the product, a little bit of money at checkout.
Today, Bitcoin hovers near $76,000 after the week's major post-election rally.
Like Max said, hit that like button.
Can soon make payments to the city in crypto. And Robinhood Crypto's Johan Gabrat shares what he thinks Trump's victory means for crypto markets and the industry.
I'm not going to play the whole video. Just to see the opening part because it's already 3 minutes to 12.
Welcome to CNBC's Crypto World. I'm Mackenzie Sigalos. Crypto markets holding their weekly gains as investors continue to digest the outcome of U.S. elections and the Fed's quarter-point rate cut yesterday. Now, as of noon Eastern, Bitcoin traded flat, just shy of $76,000. Ether, meanwhile...
Don't forget, I got the entire list of promises made by DJT and administration. As they accomplish that list or don't accomplish that list, I will be posting on my social media, so make sure you follow me there on Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff.
4.5% in 1 week as of midday. There's also been a surge among crypto-focused stocks as the industry in the U.S. largely anticipates a friendlier regulatory climate under a Trump administration. As of noon Eastern, Coinbase rocketed 43%, Robinhood surged 25%, MicroStrategy climbed 15%, and Bitcoin miner Marathon rose more than 16%. Okay, let's talk about the top stories. Shares of Block are sliding after it reported worse than expected revenue in the third quarter. The company, formerly known as Square, brought in $5.98 billion versus analyst estimates of $6.24 billion in revenue. Earnings per share did come in at 88 cents, just slightly
That's
higher
Cash
than
App, ain't it?
Estimates of 87
Square.
cents. In a conversation with CNBC, the company's finance chief, Amrita Ahuja, pointed to earnings growth and said that analysts focus more on gross profit than on revenue. In a shareholder letter, Block said that it's winding down
Cash App,
TBD, the firm's blockchain development arm, as well as scaling back its investment in music streaming service Tidal. The report went on to say that this shift in focus would give the company room to invest in its Bitcoin mining initiative, as well as BitKey, its Bitcoin self-custody wallet. Now, as of noon Eastern, shares of Block slid around 4.5%. Next, Detroit will let residents pay taxes and city fees in crypto. The Office of the Treasury put out a notice yesterday saying that Detroit will become the largest U.S. city to accept crypto payments for taxes and fees. The payments will be done through a platform managed by PayPal. Detroit's mayor expressed excitement.
Of course, it's going to be done through PayPal. All right. That's it, guys. That's it. So, Detroit accepting payments. Things are pumping. Things are looking good. Oh, go watch this video. If you haven't watched this video and you're an automotive guy, that racing channel from Underdog Champion, the all-wheel drive Honda, it's a Prelude. Super stout build. Super stout build. Really cool. You can see I like bleach because I got that stuff there. But yeah, go have your... I don't know what that's about, but okay. I don't know why you got to open the picture with that, but cool. There's Crypto Mikkel, the Boston work trip. Cool things. Crypto Mikhail is traveling, doing some great things. That's probably why I didn't do live stream today. But man, I'm stoked for the community. I'm stoked for everybody. I'm stoked for all of you. I hope you have yourself a great day, a wonderful day. I'll see you at the poker tournament in just a few hours. Make sure to register. Check out links in the description. And do me a favor on the way out. Hit that like button. Make sure to get subscribed. Hit the notification bell to stay up to date. As well, check out additional links in the description to help support the channel and what we do here. I don't know why I'm talking like that. But you all have yourself a wonderful day. Take care. I'll catch you next one. Today's video is brought to you by CryptoMinerBros.com, a leading cryptocurrency mining hardware vendor / distributor, bringing you the latest offerings from Ice River, Bitmain, Goldshell, WhatsMiner, and much more from all the various manufacturers. And while they are headquartered in Hong Kong, they have mining distribution centers here in North America that can actually save you money on import duties, trusted by a number of different brands or companies in the industry. They also have a great following on social media, and if you follow them, you might get an update on whatever the latest offering is on hardware that comes out, as well as competitive pricing in the industry. If you're interested to learn more, click the link in the description and use coupon code SERPENTX at checkout. And by